This summer, kayakers are out on the water once again, including in the state of Maryland. But in one section of the lower Potomac River, they're running into more than natural beauty. They find themselves immersed in history. Mallows Bay is home to an incredible number of shipwrecks, and most of these vessels didn't end up there by accident. Christina Ruffini headed out on the water to find out more.
There are ghosts in these waters. Phantom frigates that only reveal themselves when the tide is right.
So we're going up between two shipwrecks. There's a shipwreck on the right of us, a shipwreck on the left, and one in front of us. This is called Three Sisters.
Joel Dunn is president of the Chesapeake Conservancy. For almost a century, this ill-fated fleet of wooden steamships has been rotting away in the brackish water of Mallows Bay, Maryland.
It's the largest collection of shipwrecks in the Western Hemisphere.
Just in this tiny bay?
Just in this tiny bay. And over 90 of them were from World War I, and they were built in an effort to win the war.
The vessels were commissioned in 1917, when President Woodrow Wilson needed more ships to fight back against the deadly German U-boats. The goal was to build 1,000 of them in less than 2 years. It was a quantity over quality operation.
They were built quickly, inexpensively, with green wood.
Susan Langley is the underwater archaeologist for the state of Maryland.
But initially, these were going to be just expendable, and so they didn't put a lot of effort in.
But the war ended before even one of them made it across the Atlantic. Eventually, the bad luck boats were gathered up, stripped for salvage, and abandoned in the bay.
It's traditional for a lot of watermen to take their old boats up a creek to die, and they use the term to die, and they use it as a spare parts department for years until it subsides back into the environment.
The environment has not only taken the ships back, it's taken them over. Plants, beavers, and even once endangered osprey now haunt the ghost fleet.
That ship has now become a wildlife sanctuary, wildlife mecca. It's got plants and animals that are thriving as a result of the structure the hull of that ship provides.
Of course, not all the wrecks are so in tune with their surroundings.
Right behind us is the Potomac. So it was brought here in 1973 and scuttled. It's one of the only metal-hulled boats that you'll find.
It's a litter mentality. You know, somebody drops something, then it's okay for everybody else to sort of do it too in the same spot.
And although conservation and littering don't usually go together, Dunn says here it's smooth sailing. The ships bring tourists, who he hopes will take an interest in preserving the bay.
This will bring people to the Chesapeake Bay, get them out on the water, get them inspired to take part, to participate. We need the next generation of conservation leaders and voters to care about the environment, to care about our history.
A bit of unfinished business for the ghost fleet to help resolve. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Christina Ruffini, Nanjemoy, Maryland.
Who knew? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, mad skills from Christina there in the kayaking as well. Beautiful, beautiful pictures.
I know.